I found out my wife was cheating on me tonight. I came home early from a work trip she didn't know I had cut short. I wanted to surprise her, walk through the door, see her face light up, maybe feel that warmth between us that had been missing. Instead, I stepped quietly into the house and heard her voice, soft and unfamiliar in its sweetness. She was in the kitchen, whispering on the phone, giggling in a way I hadn't heard in years. That sound didn't belong to me anymore. I didn't say a word. I didn't confront her. I stood there unseen, and I watched. I waited because in that moment, I knew I needed proof, not just suspicion. Over the next few days, the pieces started falling into place. Late night texts she guarded like secrets, phone that was suddenly always locked, long gym sessions that left no trace of sweat, the distance between us that I had been blaming. On stress or time, it all made sense now. Her coldness tore me. The way she seemed irritated by my presence contrasted sharply with the warmth she was saving for someone else. One evening, my need for answers drove me further. I followed her, my heart heavy with the dread of what I might find. I watched as she climbed into another man's car, her face lighting up in a way I hadn't seen in so long. And then they kissed not. The awkward kiss of new lovers, but the comfortable, familiar kiss of people who had done it many times before. She looked alive. She looked happy, happier than she'd looked with me in what felt like forever. I stood there in the parking lot, frozen as the weight of it all crashed down on me. But I didn't look away. I wanted to see the truth, however much it hurt. The next day I told myself I'd confront her. I'd lay it all out. But before I had the chance, my phone rang a number I didn't recognize. I answered, and it was Himtha, man she had chosen over me. His voice was calm, confident, dripping with arrogance. He said I had two options. I could walk away quietly and let them be, or I could meet him face to face. Handle it like a man, he said, like a challenge, like a threat. I didn't respond. I just let the silence hang before I hung up. I sat there for a long time thinking about what that even meant. Handle it like a man, as if he knew me, as if he had the right to define what kind of man I should be. But I didn't get angry. I didn't let rage cloud my mind. Instead, I got smart. That night I acted like everything was normal. I made dinner. She didn't bother to come home, for it no surprise there. When she finally stumbled through the door, close to midnight, she gave me some excuse about being out with friends. I didn't argue. I didn't accuse. I just smiled and said that I had something to tell her too, but I kept that to myself for now. The next morning, before she even woke up, I set my plan in motion. I closed our joint bank accounts and moved my share into my personal account. I took my name off the lease, packed my essentials, and left. Stayed at a friend's place, canceled. My phone line disconnected quietly, just like he wanted. And then I walked away, but not before leaving a single note on the kitchen table. No pleading, no anger, no explanation. Just one sentence. You can have her, but you'll never be me. That day, my phone rang over and over. 20 missed calls, eh? A flood of messages, first furious, then confused, then desperate. But I didn't reply, not to her, not to him. I had already made my choice. I'd already freed myself. A week later, I heard from a mutual friend that things between them weren't going as smoothly as they had imagined. Maybe she thought I'd fight for her. Maybe he expected I'd rise to his bait. But I did neither, because I saw at the moment he tried to corner me with his two options. Neither of them served me, so I chose my own path. I chose peace. I chose myself, and I never looked back.